Yeah, Jade Golems are back in the Hearthstone meta thanks to the recent buff to Aya Lotus Kingpin, now giving you 3 coins. We've seen these Aya rogue decks actually looking pretty viable, landing around like a 55% win rate from Diamond to Legend, even a positive win rate in top 1K Legend as well. And it's in large part thanks to the Jade coins here, allowing you to summon a larger and larger tiger. I think they are this time around. They're cute little beast Jade Golems, although they're actually not beasts, which really bugs me, but that's a whole separate conversation. I think the Cabal coin's also a great option here. Sometimes you just desperately need to go for these 1-cost Kazakus potions, but when you're getting like 10, 15 coins, whether they're just increasingly large Jades or just the insane value of those Kazakus potions, you can actually really snowball games in your favor in big ways, as you're going to see numerous times in this video. The rest of this deck is, playing to that coin stuff a little bit with things like Hooktail, of course, Deadly Bribe, Lotus Bookie to feed you those coins. Don't forget Agent of the Old Ones, I guess technically Shadow of Demise as well. But on top of that, it's like classic rogue stuff, right? Just like little spells dealing with problems and preps and like cheap little spammy stuff, as rogue always wants to do. Garona in here too can create some pressure outs, but I think more importantly just gives you access to the Kingslayers, which helps you really consistently find your Aya, Lotus, Kingpin, or Time Admiral, Hooktail, etc. All these pieces for your coin package. So this deck actually feels really cool to play. This is like the first time I played Rogue all expansion, I think, and I have to say I did have some fun with it. Making big Jades is cool. Kind of finding outs with those Kazakus potions is also super fun too. So I think this deck's a great little viable option to climb. Not the best deck in the meta right now by any means, but a good fun way to play that feels a little bit cheesy, but not too cheesy in the scheme of like Rogue cheese, I guess, which puts it in a good spot for me anyway. So enjoy these crazy Jade Golem games. All right, this is clearly not a good hand. I will trust Hearthstone Deck Tracker on this one as a person who has not played a single Rogue deck this entire expansion, and I don't think that's an exaggeration. I was gonna play Aya Rogue early on, but you guys may remember me complaining about the inability to get Deadly Bribe at first and being super annoyed because I like missed the event window or whatever, and you can't craft those, which I still think is absolutely crazy that you cannot craft the cards if you miss the event. It still blows my mind to this day. So I think we're saving coin as much as we reasonably can, right? Hooktail into Deadly Bribe seems kind of cool later, yeah. Rite of Twilight also seems pretty cool. Do we want to combo it though? Yes. Maybe we just go ahead and backstab, I guess. Get this board tidied up. Now, I have certainly played some Quest Hunter, so I know we might just die at some point. Leaving small dudes on board actually is even increasing the odds that you die, although they don't really usually need that, I think, to kill you. The Agamagons alone can do the job. So we'll have to kind of keep an Agamagon tracker going here as soon as they finish Quest. I don't know if I have a lot of ways to shut that down either, by the way. May just have to kill them quick, I think. Prep here. I mean, there's certainly nothing wrong with Prep Twilight. You could send this face and use the Deadly Bribe already. Kind of like it against the Hooktail card, though, like we talked about, right? Kingslayers is also probably fine. I do want to combo this, but I don't want to use coins. So I think for now, I'm just going to Hero Power. Unless I find something really cool to do here. Pretty cool, but not cool for now. These hero attacks are actually relevant with this Infest the Scullery. It's like potentially going to be a pretty decent card. I don't know. Rogue is honestly better with Scullery than Druid traditionally, because Druid, you only get 1 attack for every 2 mana. Rogue, you're getting 2 attacks per 2 mana, so actually kind of decent. Again, I don't think we're coining the Hooktail. I mean, I don't know. I kind of need to find Aya before I mess with this at all, right? Just having a bunch of coins in hand is not inherently going to help me. Portal Vanguard can help us find an Aya. We just don't have that many actual minions in the deck, right? And all the ones we do have are basically coin enablers minus Corona. Matriarch, dang, dude, they are cruising on quest. Somehow one is the only one they need. Jeez. This is again a decent deadly bribe, I guess. Maybe we just got to figure out the hooktail later. Glaciate here. Pretty good results, honestly, on Discover in particular. Could certainly just go for the rewind, I guess. Maybe find an easier answer to this, or we might just have to deadly bribe. Dude, another Infest the Scullery. There's no way, right? That cannot be better than just drawing a card, can it? I don't think it can be, actually. Do we just look for a rogue play, though? I think so, because there might be a better answer to this. Trade in the 1/1 and deal 3 is pretty common, too. Backstab or another prep? I guess maybe you take the prep here. Backstab's math doesn't really seem that great to me. So you could go prep Glaciate like we talked about. That might be all right. I don't know. Deadly Bribe we can save. Hey, Moarg's perfect. Do you like Bronze Keeper a little bit better, though, I wonder? It's just more total bodies. I mean, the armor gain and the taunt are both already relevant, so I think you go this route. Since I'm not killing that. I don't know, I think it's debatable, though, right? Like, that dragon's pretty good repeatable value, but especially with stuff like Shock, I don't know, they can kill the front half guy pretty easily. I think the life gain here could keep us alive in some scary spots, so let's just take that. They don't develop much here. Hooktail is kind of intriguing, actually. I wish this showed potential 1-cost death rattles, much like the cool thing we just saw with the Discover pool. That's super handy. Because I don't know how likely the hero pair is to clear it, but I think, honestly, yeah, I think you can kind of go for a Hooktail here. Kingslayers is also pretty likely to draw Aya if I want to go for it now. Right? I mean, I'm guaranteed to by next turn, so that's a pretty great reason to do this. Should have attacked last turn, maybe. Because now I know I can get an Aya for next turn, right? Now, opponent drawing a card is not ideal necessarily, but especially going into turn 6, actually, are they... Oh, shoot, they might be guaranteed to get their underbelly, which isn't great. So let's make them draw first. We get Garona here. Oh, I also have Shout of Demise. Oh, I didn't see that. I was only looking at minions at the bottom. Oh, man, that's okay, though. Do you go for the Deadly Bribe? Yeah, I don't know. Hooktail's just like, I don't know, man. We'll figure it out later. Hooktail's just like a Hooktail, you know. We got this right now, technically, too. So next turn, I hope to draw the Aya, and then we can have a pretty good pop-off turn, right? Like, it's already pretty great. You'll have 5 coins or something, right? So that would be sick. Garona, a little less likely to be relevant. I mean, in a weird way, if they did just go for the 6-drop here, I don't know if I'd feel like so bad about that. I don't know that it would be a disaster. If they went for a big guy too, we have that Deadly Bribe as a possibility, although I guess it's hard to combo because you want to play a spell first in that instance, right? Opponent is not hitting what they need, by the way, like for quests. It's crazy that 1 attack is their gap right now. Oh, that's a brutal hit, though. Dang, dude, that gives me way less likely to find Aya. Fan of Knives could do it, but now... timing's weird. That does feel like a Deadly Bribe target, honestly, already, kind of. It's, again, not great, but it's what I have. Scullery, by the way, 2 random 5s kind of sucks. Oh my god. Fan of Knives backstab. Classic hit. Maybe we just keep cycling through here, honestly. Agent, okay. Could maybe backstab him into a coin. This goes to 0, which admittedly doesn't really help, but I guess I can just hit face if nothing else. Man, that Rust Rod really was way more disruptive than you'd think, honestly. How do they not have a 1 yet? It's crazy. There it is. So Shock comes out this turn, which means the heat is definitely on now. I desperately need to find an Aya. It might even honestly be too late now. Garona, I mean, who knows? They also have a playable guy here thanks to their coin. I think we're kind of cooked on this, right? This seems like we missed our This seems like we missed our window. I think the Rust Rot Viper won them the game here. Oh, already ripping the Agamagon. Wow, dude, that kind of feels early, I guess. But if you get enough tempo out of it, maybe it doesn't, right? You just think you win the game on board. Oh, that's a pretty sick hit. Not a lot of slots available, though. I don't know. I feel like if I were them, I would have played like any of the other guys, maybe. I'm not so sure. Depends, I guess. I mean, I think this wins them the game anyway, so maybe you don't have to get too greedy, right? But prep, huh? Freaking prep, huh? That is some garbage. This burns a card if I want to take 2. Burning a card is really not relevant at all. Draw me an Aya, dude. Oh, we actually drew Aya. Oh my god. Can I get away with the Jades though? I just kind of die if I go for Jades, right? That doesn't really do anything. I think I have to go for the spells, right? Yeah, I think I just have to go for Kazakus potions, man. I just got to figure out a way to stay alive here, so. I'm normally a Jade guy always, right? Oh, that's pretty sick start. Gotta go faster, maybe. Oh, it's a sick start! Okay. Not like the best ordering so far, like some stuff's kind of dying, right? But that's okay, we're alive. Already attacked, yeah, okay. Dude, all right, I can live with this, dude. I can live with this, dude. We're back to 28. I mean, I think leaving that alive, by the way, is fine. I don't know, like debatable. This is 2 8-cost minions next turn. And you can prep it. Kazakus potion. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. Like, we're kind of at 36. They already used 1 Agamagon. Like, you know, we still have, like, the board problem, but I can also maybe kill them over the top, too, now. I can even face tank that 9, probably with 1 Agamagon gone. Like, the Shaladricill's scary, but you don't really know what they got. Hooktail is probably not good, but playable, maybe. I don't know. Leaving this at 1, maybe... I could have killed it, right? But I went for 3 face damage. Like, I don't know. We might end up regretting that. Oh, God. I need another deadly bribe. Oh, shoot, dude. I don't have any card draw right now. I feel like I've been light on cards the whole time. Lotus Bookie also just doesn't really help. And unfortunately, that dang 612 means activating this is going to now be pretty darn painful, and I can't get to that, which is really annoying. So now I'm regretting that a little bit. Like not killing that. Oh, I'm not regretting it. I'm a genius. Can you believe this nonsense, dude? I'm so good at the video game, dude. I'm so good at the video game. It's really a shame again, though, that I can't kill that either, right? Like, it just like a few annoying little rough edges here, but it's kind of working out anyway, right? Like that at 6 health is annoying, bro. Can we bail ourselves out here still? I kind of need that Draco Rex to survive, though, I think, right? That seems not that easy. But they are sort of running out of powerful things to do, right? This is either Contraband Guy or maybe it might just still be the Corona Boy, King Lane or whatever. Ah, they're going to have the 50-50? Oh, no. They can attack. They got the Draco Rex, yeah. But, I mean, again, like, they're kind of not progressing in the game state a lot necessarily right now. There was the King Lane, indeed, yeah. We never had Garona, so no problem there. Dude, this is so sick. The Kazakus potions, and too, if they had gone a little better, right? Life would have been even better. Okay, so that's another big boy. Black Paw's Whip. I can force a draw here, of course. Hooktail's just not it yet, right? I think I need to draw a card first, probably, just to see what options we have. Deadly Bribe is insane. Yeah, it's perfect. This one's harder to kill, so we'll kill that. And then we're just gonna go, because we need a way to answer this, right? Like deal 3, deal 2. Draw a card out of Reign of Demons. Amazing, dude. Yes. Well, that's a pretty garbage demon, though, to be honest. Deal 2 to all. It's still not an answer, so I think we just probably leave that out, right? Just go Portal Vanguard here, see what we find. We could technically, like, prep, you know, one of these, or prep a, I don't know. Nothing in hand looks like it would answer that. Coronas doesn't work, so. I mean, it's either this or another. I'd actually just rather have another Portal Vanguard, maybe. Okay, whatever, that's fine. Okay, I mean, the good news is we're at 38, and the opponent has lost a lot of reach. They've kind of gone through their, like, power spike already with Shaladrisil, Agamagon, and Shock. But there is still the King of the Underbelly Contraband that's potentially a problem. I'm kind of hoping to save up some more AoEs like this, and I honestly wish this wasn't buffed, right? It would be cool if I could kill it to get another coin, but alas. We could go Hooktail, but that's an 8 health, so that's going to be pretty tough to kill. That's a little slower, that's a little slower. That's actually good news. Problems later, but I have time to figure that out. That's also a little slower. Okay, this is not so bad. Agent is actually quite good. I think I just turned the homunculus into a coin, right? Or maybe this random demon, I guess. Let's see. No, that's definitely better for us. I think prep is also probably better for us. Let's see what we get here. Draw a card, definitely worth it. I need another coin or way to deal with all these guys. It's actually pretty good, honestly. I'll take 2, no problem. And I can leave up some of these dudes, right? It's not a big deal. Kind of a shame I can't hero power that again. I mean, we can start here still, I guess. If I prep it, I could maybe play a Bookie and a Cleaver, though. Feels kind of weird to prep a Rewind, though, doesn't it? I think we're okay. We're 32, 30, I guess, but they're still kind of on the back foot here a little bit. Like, let's save some problem solving for that later and just let them kind of whack into my stuff here again. Contraband into Ashimane is actually a scarier thought to me than any sort of Agamagon problem. Like, that could definitely be a win condition for them. Ashimane's pretty crazy. Earthen Roar is not a big deal. I actually want this to die, so please go ahead and just kill this for me. I need more potions. Nice, okay. Ravager, a lot of kind of 5 health stuff's gonna be out soon. It's just not maybe the best breakpoint for us. I probably need to just commit to this Hooktail at some point when it feels kind of safe, which I don't know that that's really been happening yet, but maybe soon. I don't know. Sands of Time is pretty cool. Garonas could kill the Contraband guy, but we just don't need that right now. Or I mean, we can use it on the Hooktail too, I guess. That's pretty sick, actually. Okay, hold up. That's what we're gonna do, eh? So we'll, like, prep it. We can actually play the Vile Fiend first, too, to get some hand space. Also can drop a Kazakus Potion on top of that as well to get some hand space. I mean, I don't really need to prep it other than just hand space, right? I could prep maybe this Kazakus Potion. Draw a card. It's actually more likely to be a spell. But also that might be mana that makes the prep more valuable on the Garonas too, right? So. All right. Lots of spells now, dude. Add a random demon to hand and summon a friendly that died. We want that Moarg again. Oh my god, why are we so good at hitting Moargs, dude? Wow, that's an insane hit. Okay. I'm actually just gonna go Portal Vanguard here. Draw the Garona. We are in a pretty good spot here. Now, suddenly, yeah. 9 cards in hand. I mean, I'm just gonna save some of these, right? Because we're in a pretty good spot on board. Like, these guys will trade in, but we're gonna heal more. Everybody's got, like, some sticky health totals now. The opponent's probably not actually got the King Lane again yet. It's going to be hard for us to really ever know if they do at this point, honestly. Could just kind of try to wait forever or just take a flyer at some point. Or also, those guys have lifesteal too. I'm realizing that's obviously going to heal them up. So Garona's probably kind of becoming useless at this stage. Interesting. They traded the guy that could go face, I guess maybe to, oh, I see. Okay, everybody's dying anyways, so all right, that makes sense. I mean, they're just really running out of steam until they hit an Ashamain. I would just, like, that's gonna be, boy, I don't know. We're like going into fatigue soon, so I kind of have to win soon. Which, I mean, I don't know, maybe Rewind can help me find something to win. They still have the deal damage guy and the Ravager, which Ravager should be playable, I guess, right? Or no, not yet. No, it's 4, I think. Jeweled Macaw was the copy thing. So yeah, again, we don't know what that is just yet. But 2-cost beast here. The migrating Elec. Okay, that's pretty weak. That's good news. All right, so this is just about figuring out some kind of turn here. Fan of Knives. I actually don't even know if I necessarily want to draw yet, but deal 2 to all is a fantastic start here. Also, we should probably just use this while it's got Kindred, right? This was drawn on 12. I think there's a like weirdly decent chance it's Garona time, but I don't know. You kind of want to see what your potions are first too, because you might get some others that are deal 2 to all and stuff, and like want to use them before you develop your board. Wow. Yeah, I'll do that. This is fine. I can still go Crater Experiment as well, so I'll just coin into the Crater Experiment here, and I think we'll call that a turn, right? Dude, I don't know though. Give your friendly minions +2 health again is kind of nuts. Right, and if I get another, like, imagine if I get a 3rd Moar, your opponent will be so tilted. No, not a Moar, but a Bookie's solid. Yeah, I can take that. Hit face. All right, so pretty good board. I'm just worried about Ashamain exclusively at this point, right? That's it. That's the only thing I think beats us. And the good news is they can't do both of those at once. So, you know, if you go Ashamain, you can't, if you go Dude for 6, you cannot yet play the Ashamain, right? That's the good news. Also, at some point, King Lane's like gonna be guaranteed, but you know, I need a board to leverage the Garona. It's not as simple as just like, hey, King Lane's ready or whatever. This game is crazy, by the way, dude. We were dead like 8 times. This is just Rogue doing Rogue stuff, though, right? Like being stupid and just doing Rogue stuff. Do you ever take this trade just to get a coin? Probably not. I kind of think I need to rip Garona this next turn. Like, it's pretty unlikely because that's like, you know, they had like a tracking card. Like, there's a few things that aren't. They got that guy. Okay. Either one of those was going to be a pretty decent answer to my board, so probably not the worst case. I mean, I think you just almost like, I don't know, when do you wait? You know, it's like you need a board to leverage to make it worth it. Oh. That's just like too late to be good, right? I think you got to start here and just find something big and awesome. Stellar Balance is actually pretty big and awesome. Is it lethal right now? I have 8, 9, and this is 2 and 6 is 8 is 17. This is 20. Did I count hero power? 8, 9. Yeah, I did. This might be lethal then. Nope. Draw a card is also never lethal then. I mean, Garona, I guess you check, and then we're just kind of setting up for lethal anyway next turn, right? I think that's fine. Just check. Just take a flyer on Garona, build the board, basically. If Garona hits, like, obviously 100% lethal. Just, oh my god, another Moarg, dude. Opponent is getting absolutely scammed by these Moargs, by the way, man. Like, just completely scammed. All right, yeah, we're gonna save the rest of this for the lethal pop-off next turn, right? Like, now they have to both answer the board, and I got 8 in hand, which is really 11 in hand, 12. So I don't even need a board. They have to actually heal or taunt through somehow. Wow, they top deck King Lane! Wow! So rude, man. But again, I think just having a 7/6 here is half the upside, and it's too late for Contraband Guy to make a difference now, so I think this game's over. This has been a crazy steal, dude. We really, the potions surprised me. I honestly, when I played this deck, I assumed, oh shoot, that would be pretty annoying if I didn't have lethal in hand. I really thought like I was only ever making Jades, but desperation kind of led us down a different path, right? Which is cool, dude. Oh, I actually do have to I do actually technically have to clear these, don't I? I just realized I have to use my weapon to... We had it, it's not a big deal, but the weapon was part of the 12, wasn't it? That was such a sick game, dude. Wow, really, really cool game. I think, you know, we had really good timing too on the Hook Tusk. Is that his name? Time Thief Admiral Hook Tusk? That's his name, right? Like we didn't go too soon on it, right? A Hook Tail, that's his name. I thought Hook Tusk was the troll lady. Like if you go too soon on that, you don't get enough coins, right? Like we really were super patient with that, which I think paid off. That was super, yeah, I loved that game. That was so much fun. All right, yeah, man. Full mulligan. That is, that's brutal, dude. Okay, we can work with it. Warlock can be spooky. Is it Rafam? It is. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we just need to creep pressure and hope they don't have the outs against Jades, I think probably is going to be the move here. Kingslayers, it makes me a little nervous to have the Shadow of Demise in here, man. I really wish we would very reliably guarantee we were hitting Aya instead of, yeah, we have a little bit of time, right? So actually, let's just go Black Paw's Whip first. Just push through that to draw some stuff. If we get any legendary, then Kingslayers does become a guarantee, which I'm sure the redundancy is part of the logic there on the deck list, but some games stranding yourself without the Aya does feel a little risky. Not that she's your only way to win games, but just, I don't know. My preference would probably be to go the other route, just because I'm an Aya enjoyer, right? Yeah. Band of Knives here is another option to just draw through. Next turn's Kingslayers. I think we can just go ahead and rip the Sands as well. Anything that we think has, like, generally good upside. Death Rattle Minion, no. Slam, honestly, no. I think we're gonna rewind this and try to find a rogue card that helps, right? Coin Generator. Nightmare Fuel. I mean, the Rafams are not helpful. Assassinate. I don't know. I don't think that's really good either. This, who knows? This might just be some card draw or something, some removal, something that's marginally useful for us. This is a game where you could almost throw the Hook Tusk out early. Hook Tail, not Hook Tusk. Man, that's so confusing. Yeah, let's see if we can get an Aya ready to go soon. I think just hitting face a lot, by the way, is fine. Oh, no! No! Their hand was full! King Lane is one of their extra cards. So we actually will know as soon as that King Lane gets drawn. Well, I guess they're going to draw one naturally next turn, so we might not know exactly. This could give me... Does this ever go for the King Lane? I don't think so, right? That would be super weird. Let's just go prep Deadly here, actually. That's fine. Let's not get greedy. Another coin for Aya next turn is, again, only a 50-50 draw, unfortunately. Rustrot's no good. Imp Gang Stooge... Honestly, why not, man? They're not legendaries, so that's fine. This should be okay. I don't know, dude. Like, why not? Imp Gang Stooge. Okay, so like we said, as soon as they get hand space, well, if they play 2 cards, we will know for sure they have King Lane. If they just create 1 hand space, we won't know. Rafam. Okay, unfortunately, armor is really, really good. 20 armor in particular. Good God. The double Battlecry Dark Gift is so gross. And again, we don't know actually if that's the dude or not. With 10 cards in hand, I don't even know how this works anyway at that stage. This again is a 50-50 on Aya. Does it try to draw? No, okay, it draws the... So now they again have 2, which is going to be 3 guys. So we're kind of right back there again. It's super unlikely I play this, but I also don't really need to. Like, I think we just grab a card here and don't get fancy. Corona's Last Stand seems very, very good, right? We have Hooktail and just all the Rafams are legendaries. So, you know what? Maybe we use that now, eh? It's actually pretty okay right now. I don't really need the hooktail yet because I just need more space to operate anyway. So Eternal Toil. So now there's 3 cards in deck. I mean, with 17 armor, I'm not really that stressed about the Garona. I just don't actually think that's super important. I just cannot believe how insane that Rafam was. That's what I'm really thinking to myself. 2 cards. Okay, again, if that ever gets to 0, we know for sure. And like pretty good chance, but it's only like what 9 damage right now anyway. It's not that big. So 1 card left. Oh my god, is it the dude? Aya here has 3 spots if I backstab first, and then go from there. So let's see. I mean, I think we gotta go Jades, right? It's not perfect because you know there's gonna be removal, but I just think I need the bodies to win. I just don't think Kazaka's potions do enough probably. So yeah, we'll go Jades. Try to make this happen here. Cultist map actually becomes pretty cool because you might be able to hit a deadly bribe again, right? No deadly bribe. Lotus, Bookie, or just agents. Agents, you could take the Sinestra card, maybe even honestly take Garona, but I think you maybe just take Bookie here. Something that takes like a little more time to snowball up, right? Okay. Oh man, I really think these should be beasts, by the way. I think it's crazy annoying that they're not beasts. Every other card that now looks like a beast is a beast, even if it's, you know, made of stone or whatever. It's still a beast these days. I'm sure they did it to make it consistent with the old Jade Golems, but that actually just that showcases like sort of a planning problem where they didn't plan around that, right? Like, so I don't know. Like, is it really that important that they're not beasts? Like, does it matter in Rogue? I mean, it does matter for stuff like Ready the Fleet, I guess. They had the King Lane, but again, not really a big deal. The Grandmother Imps, we have, you know, like we can get like a random annihilation or whatever. That's definitely a possibility. Garona's Last Stand is pretty great for Hooktail, dude. Only problem is like the moment the hand, I guess, isn't really quite perfect for it. I want to like dump some hand space first, you know. I mean, I guess 8 spots is totally fine though, right? I can live with 8 spots. Like the Jades are getting crazy big now. I hope they don't have an annihilation. I played against one of these dudes earlier that had an annihilation, and it really shocked me because it can summon one of your Rafams as a demon, right? If you're unlucky, you'd have to be pretty unlucky. So I don't know how many of these lists run annihilation, but hopefully they just don't have enough big removal for these crazy Jade trains, right? That's gonna be the plan. These look sick, by the way. Those are really cool. Pretty excited to put one of these in a thumbnail, by the way. Although usually like animal types aren't the best thumbnails. I just don't, it's hard to like have them, you know, have them like 3D out of the frame, which now Real Hearthstone does, of course, with diamond cards. But it's hard to have the, like, I don't know, they don't go above the frame super well because then you're like getting their like shoulders and the nape of their neck or whatever, and it doesn't look right. It doesn't look 3D right. So you have them come out of the bottom of the frame instead with their mouth, but it's just not as dramatic. Anyway, YouTube thumbnail stuff. That's all I'm talking about. Boring YouTube thumbnail stuff. So now King Lane's really hidden again. We don't know. Oh, okay. So just some big Rafams here. Gosh, like we have good answers to these. We have Deadly Bribe and we don't have any Last Stands left. So a Deadly Bribe would be insane if we could hit it. Fan of Knives could do that. Also just gives us better breakpoints anyway, I'm sure. Why do I always go Fan of Knives into Backstab, dude? It's crazy. It happens to me so consistently. It's honestly crazy. I think we just trade off a few of these here to make board space. Hit for a lot, honestly. Like they're in trouble, man. They are in trouble big time. You could honestly also go for the Garona, but I don't know. What's the right balance here? I think you save some, right? You gotta save some. Like this is enough. Like this is fine. This is totally fine. Glacial Shard, that would be annoying, but They need more than just one of those. Now, you know, we're even now... Ah, nice. I was gonna say, even if they go for transform now, we actually have the lethal set up because we have 7 damage on board, and that's all they'd be able to play, assuming no other shenanigans. So like transform into sheep, you know, we'd have 6 and 1, which is perfect. So yeah, really, really good Jade game. That was perfect, actually. That was exactly what, you know, exactly what you want to see, is those crazy giant Jades winning in the game. That was cool. All right, yeah, Portal Vanguard bookies stuff to do early, which we love. Warlock. All right, Warlock, let's see what you got. I think we've seen some Heraldy Egg stuff. Ysera in the mix. Godfrey in the mix. Is this actually... Oh, this is Rafam stuff. Oh, okay. Well, I think maybe that's okay. I don't know. Rafam is always so scary. I feel like Rafam cards are good. Like, just like, you know, the argument that they make your deck worse, I don't buy it anymore, man. I think they're just good cards. Like, I think they make your deck better, maybe. I think, honestly, people should... I don't know. It's hard to say, because, you know, 40 cards is that's definitely punishing. I get it. But, like, I could at least hear an argument that... that's a really good Deadly Bribe target, but I'm just not gonna force my way through it yet, right? Ooh, we love Aya. Yeah, we're keeping that for sure. You know, like, there's an argument that it makes your deck, it just stuffs your deck with some really good cards, right? You know, of course, the same logic as always applies. Like, the fewer cards, the better. If we could run 10 card decks, we would, but there's a part of me that thinks that some of the best stuff Warlock has access to, so maybe the math is a little different specifically for that, right? Let's go ahead and go Sands here to activate a combo. Bone Flurry, no. Arcane Flow's actually pretty cool. I might keep that. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's probably a solid argument that you should just always go for rogue cards in this deck. I don't know. Like, I think that tracks, but do we keep the oh, bro, we're doing this, right? Oh, actually, that's gonna... Hand's already full. I don't want to use a coin right now, though. Oh, man. I got so much stuff. I didn't think about that, dude. Prep worth anything here? Not really, right? You could prep right, I guess. Only kind of, sort of... Oh, you... It's not a Rite of Twilight! Well, we burned a Rafam as if that means anything. That's not a Rite of Twilight. I saw a shadow of my own demise there. God dang it. God dang it. I wasn't watching it. You guys are gonna make fun of me already. That's a great card for us to kill, though. That's no problem. So that's a really good Deadly Bribe. We could actually coin an eye right now, but I don't think that's right. Let's just go Spectral Sight, Deadly Bribe. Hand size, again, is a bit of a pain here, honestly, but we'll figure it out. I mean, maybe we just burn a card, right? Like, who really cares? We got Aya. Well, God, I need to drop cards for Aya, too, is the problem. Dude, the Sinestra cards right now are kind of killing me, to be honest. Bro. Another Rafam burned. The Sinestra cards, like, I'm heralding, maybe... I honestly really wish these were reversed and you could just deal 3 and then choose to herald or not, as opposed to the other way around. Because hand size right now is a real limiter. I just do not at the moment want to play my Aya while... I mean, I will say Garonas is really good against all these Rafams. We should probably technically save some of these for later, but I might just use one now to kind of just grease the wheels on this hand a little bit so I'm not, like, so stuck. Again, the Herald here is not ideal, but it's whatever. Twisting Nether, actually, I take that back. That's pretty dang ideal. That's really cool. I mean, this is so much better later, probably, as a variety of things, and we can't really be the Arcane Flow, I guess. I'm just gonna rip this now. It may not actually, again, technically improve hand size at all, but in theory, if it's cheap enough, it could. It's pretty cheap. Okay. Well, no, that draws cards, so maybe not. All right. Sorry, I had to write a Discord message. A 10-8, I have 10 cards in hand. This draws, so that doesn't really open up. Arcane Flow is like, eh. Agent into, like, Vanguard, that takes you down to 9. Aya takes you... I think you probably just burn a coin here to get a coin, right? Like, just to get the mana back. Although you don't really need the mana necessarily. But you're getting the coin back off Aya anyway, so just in case it changes some Arcane Flow math or something, right? I'm gonna go Jades, right? I'm gonna go Jades. I'm not sure that's right, but that's where we're going, man. Jade? 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 Arcane Flow? 6 only? I guess you go face then, eh? Jade again? No, let's wait. It's a good enough board for now. They're 23. I have no card draw. I have a good answer to some of those bigger Rafam boards. Like, that's pretty cool. But what do I do after that? Hey, bigger Rafam board. Okay. The bad news is I have a board right now, so this is kind of weird timing to use a Twisting Nether, right? It's probably smart by the opponent. That said, it is one of my weaker boards, arguably. Glacial Shard on the Aya makes me even more likely to rip this Twisting Nether, I guess. But I want like a Lotus Bookie to throw in first or something, right? Yeah, these Glacial Shards definitely make me want a Twisting Nether, no question. And then I guess you just reload on Triple Jade, make them solve it. Deal 6 to all is gonna be kind of perfect here though. This turn is the problem. If they have that Rafam, I mean, it's pretty dang unlikely they have that Rafam already, by the way. I just can't wait forever either. I kind of have to go. I just can't have it go. Let's see. Oh, God. Okay. That's actually, I mean, all things. Oh, hey, that's actually a reasonably okay exchange. I need to desperately draw cards, though. I have to find. Okay. Yep. That'll work for me, man. Anything that drew cards was going to work for me. So, Garona? We're just like not there on Garona yet, man. Like, yeah, they might have it, but like there's 21 cards and we're just not, like, it just doesn't do anything. I mean, I guess I just tempo it if nothing else, right? We don't have a good consumption backstab yet. We'll just save that for later. Here's a coin. I mean, there's a chance. Not a chance. Probably gonna have tons of mana to spare, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hit and re-weapon next turn. I feel like we're cooked just because I don't have enough resources here. I'm feeling like Jades are, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's maybe more matchup dependent. I don't know if you can go for Jades into a control deck, basically, is what I'm feeling like. Maybe you have to use Jades as counter pressure to like an aggro deck, but at the same time, I feel like sometimes against those aggro decks, you need the Kazakus potions to even just stay alive, right? I don't know if it's that simple. Man, I wish I had some freaking spell damage here, dude. I can trade in consumption, I guess. Ooh, jeez. Another one of these, man. These things are so gross. Oh, this one is actually the right size, though, kind of. Oh, never mind. That was the bad math. I needed to hit the 5-4, so it went down to 3, and I had more hits there. Hooktail also is bad math. I just desperately need stuff to die here. If this hits the wrong guys, I am just, if this went to 3, it would be just 1,000 times better for me, man. Stuff just I have to kill that 2/3 to be in any kind of, okay, thank God. Otherwise, this turn was just so cooked. Fan of Knives, actually, yes, just a cycle is probably worth it. Like, Deadly Bribe's also pretty good, but maybe I just get I just have to cycle more, you know? I can get the Deadly Bribe anyway, right? So it's all good. I don't know why I'm talking about, like, I can't do both, right? That 7-1's a bit of a pickle, but I guess I'll just hero power and space tank. I think I can go down to 7. Gotta build a board here. I think I can go down to 7. They are now under a lethal threat, by the way, but we know we already saw, like, you know, Annihilation could come in and wipe. We don't have Rafam to worry about, by the way, because we saw the Annihilation pull the Rafam. Like, you know, if we can actually just stretch this game out, we'll still lose because we'll lose the value game. But that is, you know, like, it's not hanging over our head anymore. Now it's a, yeah, see, yeah. These Annihilations are just, oh, yeah, that's game over. We can never deal 12 over the top, right? There's no... We have nothing left. I mean, the deck's just so dead. Yeah, it's just, there's nothing left, yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna get that on board, okay. That's, I mean, I think... you can't really go Jades necessarily, you know, especially if they got double Annihilation. I wasn't expecting that. I don't even, is that even common in Rafam builds right now? Maybe it is, but it's just kind of a hand Warlock Rafam vibe. Like, hand Warlocks have it, but do Rafam Warlocks traditionally have it? Let's see. There's not even enough decks on Untapped right now to show the data. It's not even common enough. I mean, I'm sure it's in some enough, but anyway, I don't know. I don't think Kazakus potions get you there either is the takeaway, right? I think that's just trending towards inevitability. No matter what we do, it's just, damage is the way to do it, and I think we did play to that. You know, get Jades, try to get a line where these stick for a turn and hit. We got them down to like 12, but just couldn't get there fast enough. And now a word from our sponsor. Yeah, did you know I've been using the exact same deck tracker for 8 years now? It's the Hearthstone deck tracker by hsreplay.net, and I use the Legacy theme, which people always ask me about because they love the way it looks. But for real, I checked. My very first video using Hearthstone deck tracker was Quest Warlock in Journey to Unguro. Hey Regis, what is the card add-on you have in the background? And this is Hearthstone deck tracker. That is an amazing run. You know, from day one, I've used it to remember which cards are in my deck, a surprisingly difficult thing to do when you're streaming. But nowadays, it has all of these just crazy advanced features. You can hover over any card to see its related cards or tokens it might generate, or just highlight any possible synergies from your deck, which is especially nice for tutored card draw. There are tons of live counters that help you keep up with your opponent's cards and win conditions. And for me personally, the Mulligan guide is super useful to plan your early turns. So yeah, if you somehow haven't downloaded Hearthstone Deck Tracker in the last 8 years of watching me, I think it's finally time to download it right now for free at hsreplay.net. You might even find a handsome fellow on their website.